Okay, hello. Welcome to Yoga Day 2. Just take a few moments, came on early. Make sure you guys could all find me. So grab some tea. Make sure you have your pillows or your bolster, right? So a bolster looks like this. You can make a makeshift one, right? You can also have another yoga mat rolled up, or a big towel that's rolled up. You can take a few towels and roll them up. Say hello while we're waiting. I'd love to see who is on. Kello should be sleeping for the evening. We'll see. Hopefully he usually interrupts me around midnight, so we'll be done by then. Welcome. We'll just let everyone come on a few moments. Hi, Natalie. How are you? Tea is so delightful if you're into that sort of thing. You guys are so awesome. Okay, I want to honor the time and make sure I'm on time with you guys for this session. And the evening classes, we go about 45 minutes. So we'll be done with Shavasana at about 45 minutes. So we'll do about a half hour, 35, 40 minutes of centering and movement. So welcome. I just have to take a few more sips. It's so delicious. I'm actually, I'd be curious to see if anyone's watching, if you're on your own wholesale account, for those of you who are on my team or have your own oils wholesale account. I haven't looked in a little while if the tea is still there. So this is what I'm drinking. It's called the Immune Boosting Tea, and it's all herbal. And so there's botanicals in there, and also they have oils. Oops, I'm sorry, I forgot to silence my phone. And I don't know that I can do it while it's on live, so we might be getting texts. Let me see. Hopefully that'll do it. So yeah, they did two versions, the immune boosting and the soothing. And the immune boosting is very citrus, light, a little floral, and it's all herbal, so there's no caffeine in it. And then the soothing has more like rubus, hibiscus, and then some mints in it. So it's a little more like if I have belly issues or I want a little more like peak in my taste, I have that, but I'm having the immune booster. So if anyone wants to check if the tea is still at doTERRA, I've stocked up, so I haven't bought it in a little while since Christmas. Okay, so without further ado, so come to your comfy seat. If you are new to these classes, I always recommend, if you're modifying, you can have a chair nearby. So have your kitchen chair if you're modifying at all. A bolster, if you missed at the beginning, can be a regular yoga bolster, or it can be a towel wrapped up, or another yoga blanket rolled up. It can be a few towels rolled together. You can also get your pillows from, a few body pillows, bed pillows, or couch pillows together. But you don't want cushions or anything like that. So go ahead and get those props, and then come to your seat. You can either sit in hero, sitting on pillows or blocks, or just come to a comfy regular seat. Okay, so good to have you guys. And we'll start our centering tonight, and I wanted to just talk about adaptability. And it happens to be the name of the oil that I spoke about earlier on my regular Facebook page, my friend's page, today in a live, just about anxiety, right? Like more than ever, I have been seeing so many posts about anxiousness because of being shut in and loneliness. And I talked a lot this morning about having a spiritual practice and how important it is to just have regular routines in place that take you out of your small, like, oh, this is my life, and bring it to something broader. Because when we have practices in place that open and expand our consciousness and our compassion for other people and spiritual worlds, then our little stuff doesn't matter anymore, right? And I was talking about how in all of my old Eastern books that are all over the place here, that I was brought up with, that I grew up with, and even in the entire Bible, like all of these religious texts all point to how much suffering there is in the world, and yet we have to acknowledge they're there. We have to, know all the facts of what to do when we do go through a time of suffering, but we don't have to live there. We don't have to stay there. We don't have to stay in the emotion, because the staying in the emotion makes us wreak havoc on our body, right? So just coming into the routine, being adaptable to whatever's going on, right? Being adaptable to what is. So that's what I'm diffusing right now, adaptive. And it's this gorgeous blend of all of these essential oils. And so if you happen to have adaptive, you can roll it on your hands. But if you don't, we're just going to roll our hands together. Okay, so you can roll that roller or take a drop of whatever oil is closest to you. Or if you don't have oils with you, just roll it right in your hands. Go ahead and create some friction, create some heat in your hands. Now we're going to either smell it in, or you can place your hands right on your face, or you can just feel the heat from the friction of rubbing it together just right over your face. Go for it. Take a few deep breaths, and then exhale. Bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. We'll start our centering practice. Inhale into the belly, and exhale. Keep breathing into the belly. Give yourself that little beer belly, tea belly. And exhale, release. Start to breathe in sideways. Breathe into the lower ribs. Good. Inhale into the low ribs, sideways. Fill completely. Fill so that you start to feel less in your chest, right? You can always bring your hands to your chest. If you do feel tense up there, you can give yourself a neck massage. Right. Just keep breathing into the belly, into the side ribs. Good. Just 2 more times. And as you exhale, we're going to bring the hands together. Okay, we're going to breathe one more time, just full body. So breathe into the belly, into the side ribs, into the chest, up through the collarbone, up through the face, up through the head. And then as you exhale, relax the shoulders. Good. We're going to bring our voices together for one sound of peace. Just listen or join in if you can. Inhale. breathe in, release your hands. You can come off any block that you're on. And start to, you can either be in hero or seated is fine. Okay, you're going to exhale, drop the chin a little bit. And then start to roll the left ear over to the left. It's going to roll that left ear over to the left. You can drop your fingertips down, open your chin. Good, exhale it forward. So that's this kind of little roll, inhaling back, exhale forward. Right, opening that right side of the neck. Inhale back, exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward, and as you forward fold your head, go ahead and roll it right over to the other side. Inhale and exhale. Now as you inhale back, you'll notice that that left shoulder might want to get stuck a little bit. So you can roll it back a little bit, right? Inhale and exhale. And just keep going like this. Inhale and exhale. You're going to come back to that first side. Right, roll the chin down, roll over to the side. You can start to bring your hand with you. So bring your hand away from you, your arm. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and move a few more breaths, right? So here we're actually going to deepen the breath. If you have any tension in the arms and the shoulders, right? 3 and 2. Good. As you exhale, roll the chin back down, over to the other side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Last time, we're going to roll that chin over to the first time. Your choice here. You can keep the hand down. You can lift it up and over. You can roll it overhead, right? So you can feel here the hips rooting down and opening over. So good. 3 and 2. Good. Inhale, up and over to the other side. Good. So you're trying to keep your body in line, right? The spine in line. Not really pushing the belly way forward or arching way back. Just keep it in line. 3 and 2. Good. This time when we come up, we're going to inhale up all the way and exhale all the way down. So you're just going to roll over to the side, or if you are on your hips, your bum, just go ahead and take your bolster or your blankets that I was talking about before, rolled up, or a couple pillows, okay? And we're just going to stack whatever we have, and we're going to bring our hips right up to it and start to let our back come right over. Now, your feet are your choice here. You can just bring the knees, bend the knees. I'm trying to see me, I can't see me, so hopefully you can. You can bend the knees here. You can extend the legs, so it's going to be a hard opener. Okay, exhale the arms. The legs can extend, but another choice is just to bring the feet together in Baddha Konasana. So the feet, soles of the feet come together. You open the knees like butterflies, and you just start to let the hips open, right? Like gravity take you. Breathe in here. Exhale, release. Okay, so this is to be at the beginning. It's just a heart opener. Don't fall asleep yet on me, okay? So just breathe into that belly. I know it's a little harder here. And I want you to start to think of an affirmation. Okay, so the affirmation is for something for you to become. Now, what I mean by this is, maybe you have anxiety, maybe you have health issues. So you're going to say what you want to become, but in the present moment. So if it's health issues that you have and you want to be more healthy, you're just going to say an affirmation of I am health, or I am the epitome of health. I breathe in health. I breathe out wellness, right? So some affirmation like this, I am health. I am perfect health. Okay. Some of you might be dealing with anxiety. So you might say something like, I breathe in calm. I breathe out peace. Or I am calm. I am peace. Okay, so you want to say the thing that you want to be as if you already are in the present. I want you to visualize it. So as you're sitting here, I want you to visualize health, what that means for your body. And if you're suffering with anxiety or anything else, I want you to visualize what it would feel like to just have perfect calm in your heart and your mind. Focus that breath completely. Focus the mind completely on the breath. Let the heart be filled. Let the heart take over here, right? This heart opening practice. We're going to take 5 more breaths in silence, just saying your affirmation over to yourself. Breathe into the neck. And as you exhale, start to move your hands overhead. Bring the legs together. And just roll over. Roll over to hands and knees. Move those pillows, blankets, mats out of the way, whatever you have. Good. And then start to come to your hands and knees, okay? You're just going to wiggle side to side, one of my favorites. Just wiggle side to side. Here, I'll come over here so you can see me better in the light. Wiggle side to side. And once again, we're going to bring the hips over to the left. And then just gaze at them. And take that right foot, lift it up, and then stretch it over. And see if you can release that foot and lift as you stretch that whole right side of the body for 3. Give yourself an underbite here for 2. So good. Inhale back to center. Find neutral, just wiggle and waggle a little bit. Inhale, left foot up, over to the right side. Cross it all the way over. And then gaze to that side of the body. Give yourself an underbite on that left side. 3 and 2. Inhale, come back to center. Once more, we're going to do some cats and cows, but really soft. So inhale, drop the belly. You're going to breathe real deep into the belly. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Don't look way up with the head. Just look straight, kind of neutral. As you exhale, guys, you can go as deep as you like, but you're going to drop the head so that you can really stretch the upper neck, thoracic neck, right? Inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart, but really try to keep a little bit neutral. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Feel how different that is than your usual cat-cow. And then exhale, really drop the head lightly, but make sure it drops all the way. Opening the upper back. Inhale, drop the belly again. Squeeze the shoulder blades, open the heart, gaze forward. Exhale, drop the neck. Good. Do it 2 more times. Even if you have done like 10 so far, do it 2 more times. Keep going here. Good. 2 more. Last one here. And then as you inhale, we're going to tuck the toes, lift those hips up and back for downward facing dog. Go ahead and walk this out. Go ahead and walk it out. So you're going to kind of squeeze through the fingertips and the knuckles. Walk it out here. So good. You're really going to move in the legs, just all the things that you did today, even if it was sitting too much, right? You're going to really breathe into the back of those legs. Now come onto the balls of your feet. Go ahead and bend the knees a little bit. Shoot those hips way back. Feel a long, long spine. Good. And inhale. Lift open to plank. Drop the knees. I'm going to move my little chair away. We're going to do some earth salutations, right? We're going to connect to the earth a little bit. So from your hands and knees, we're going to do 1 cat and cow. Drop the belly, lift the heart. Cat pose, arch the spine, drop the head. You're going to come back into a child's pose. So go ahead, let the hips come back. Draw the hands all the way back. You're going to lift all the way up. Inhale. Good. Tuck the, let that spine be long as you inhale, almost like a camel. position. And then exhale, come all the way down. You're going to cat pose again, or cow pose again rather, first. And then exhale, cat, drop the head, arch the spine. Exhale into your child's pose. Draw the hands back. Inhale all the way up, long spine. Feel that stretch in the side body. Relax the shoulders, even though you're reaching up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, drop the belly, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift through the heart. Exhale, drop the head. Draw yourself back into child's. And then draw the hands back, come all the way up. We're going to do 2 more. Stay with me. Exhale, cat and cow. Drop the belly, lift the heart. Exhale, arch, drop the head. Come down into child's, 1 breath only. Draw the hands back, inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. 1 more time. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart as you squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, drop the head, arch the spine. Back into child's, last part. Draw the hands back and then come up onto your shins 1 more time. Good. So from here, guys, we're going to bring our hands to our hips. And I'm just going to turn to you, but you guys stay exactly where you are. I'm going to turn to you, hands to hips. And from here, we're going to really use our core. So we're going to lift up through the belly, right? Like you're hugging the light that's in the middle of you, and then your spine surrounds, and you're hugging your muscles around the bones, and then you're hugging the fascia, that saran wrap thing under our skin, and then the skin hugs that. We're hugging all of that in. Find all that strength and start to come onto your right knee. You're going to open up the left knee out to the side and then lean on it. So you're actually in a side angle right now, a modified side angle. So you're just going to come back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So the knee kind of pokes back, right? And the inhale brings that right arm up. Inhale. Hopefully I said left leg. I don't know if I said mirror or not, but you get the drift. Good. So you're opening up that whole right side here. And then find stillness, okay? Now, at the end of the night, I don't do anything too rigorous, so you can, if you want, decide to move this opposite hand underneath you if you need a more vigorous practice tonight for any reason. But otherwise, we're just going to stay pretty chill. Inhale, open it all the way up to the top. Inhale. The exhale brings it all the way back down. Good. So feel that neutral. Feel that neutral. Find, again, hugging into that light. Hugging into bone. Hugging on to the muscle. Hugging on to the fascia. Hugging on from the skin. And then we inhale, open up to the side. Go ahead and lean down that right forearm now, whatever side you didn't do. And we're kind of moving back and forth to just say hello to the groin. Like, thanks for working it today, groin. Holding me up, letting me sit, letting me play. And then open up that left side. Feel that nice stretch. And what we're doing is we're kind of finding that sweet spot, right? That sweet spot where like, yeah, you know, I'm going to stay and breathe. So we open it up with a dynamic flow, and then we stay and breathe, and we tuck that right bum underneath us, opening up that entire left side for 3. Bringing that lower hand higher if you need to. Find that core. Last one. Inhale all the way up. Go ahead, release it here. Good. So from here, 1 more big inhale. As you exhale, open up, come all the way down. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Awesome. I'm a big fan of opening the hips no matter what time of day. So go ahead and bring that right foot behind you. If you need to modify this, you're going to first drop your left knee. So go ahead, take your time, drop your knees first. You're going to bring that right foot up behind you and just open it. Bend the knee, those on their knees. Everyone else, you're going to open and stack the hip, maybe open the leg, make it straight, point and flex the toe. Good. And as you exhale, we're going to square the hip. Come all the way through to lunge. Okay, so we're just going to keep it pretty simple today, holding on to that chair or blocks or fingertips are fine. And we're going to exhale the shoulders down, right? So just notice any tension you have in your shoulders. You're going to exhale it right down. We're just going to stay right here, right? Not doing any movement, just really letting the legs come together, right? Squeezing along the legs just to create some stability. Bring the hands right to the knee if you like. And then from here, you can lift all the way up. 3 more breaths. Hands can do whatever they want here for 2. As you inhale, open up. Exhale down. You're going to come into a knee down plank or plank if you really need to. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the heart. Exhale all the way back to downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift up and back. Walk those feet. Walk those feet. You can either come flat-footed if that's in your practice, or bend the knees and come up on the balls of your feet. Shoot the hips way back. When you're ready, bend the knees if you need to. Come down and open the hip. Otherwise, that left foot comes behind you. You bend the knee, open and stack the hip. You can open that leg if you like, all the way to the ceiling. Point and flex the foot, right? Point and flex. And then as you exhale, square the hips, bring it all the way through into your lunge. So notice just what you need here. You can bring your hands to the chair, or fingertips is fine, or block. Start to squeeze the legs in. Good. 3 more breaths here. You decide what you need to do in terms of your hands letting go. Hands can be on knee. Squeeze the belly in. Or inhale all the way up for 3, for 2. Release if you like on 1. And then inhale, come all the way back through. Release any props. Step back to knee down plank or plank, lower down. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift through the heart. Exhale, you're coming all the way back to child's pose. So go ahead and come into a child. Just have to check the time. Good. All the way into child or puppy if you have any back issues back there. Puppy is hips high, face down. Start to roll the forehead on the mat. And go ahead and say to yourself that as you're rolling, go ahead and say to yourself that affirmation. I am peace, or I am health, whatever it needs to be. Keep rolling the forehead. Okay, now from your child's pose, you're still going to stay there. You're just going to look up at the hands, inhale. And as you exhale, move the hands over to the left. Go ahead and reach back through that right hip. Exhale, drop the head. Okay, stay there. I'm just going to lift up. Let's stay there for 4 more breaths. Over to the side. You're reaching back that right hip, opening, just breathing into that entire right side of the body for 3. And 2. Good. As you inhale, you're going to come all the way back to center, all the way over to the other side. Go ahead and stretch that left side. Left hip goes back. Reach through all the hands and fingertips. Drop the head down. 5 breaths here. Take your time. And 3. And 2. Good. As you come up, you're going to come back up to hands and knees, okay? We're going to, actually, I think I might save that for tomorrow morning. I was going to do something a little strengthy. But this is something I did the other day, and I love it for nighttime. So I'm going to face you and do it again. So here you're going to drop your right hand right below the face. You're going to inhale the hand to the hip and start to open that left shoulder. Go ahead and make little circles here to the ceiling. And then opposite, you're going to open it again. Nice big inhale, you're going to open it up. And as you exhale, thread it through. Move that right hand out of the way. Place the left temple all the way down. And then open, this hand can stay here. It can come up to the ceiling or come to the back. Stay here for 3 breaths. Good. Place the hand back down. You're going to wind all the way up. So listen closely here. Keep that right hand down. You're going to kickstand the right foot out to the side, so it's probably off your mat if you're on your mat the correct way. You're going to bring your left foot behind you and open up. Okay, so if I'm going to face you so you guys can see it, it's like a gate pose. Okay, so it just looks like this. Where's my leg? I can't see it. And then from here, you can bring your hand overhead. You can even open that leg and stretch it out. Look at, I'm cheating on my mat, on my bolster. And then as you inhale, you can start to bend the knee. Maybe you can reach that leg. If you can't reach the leg, then you just stay out like this or stay down. Okay, last two. Love this stretch. Last one. You're going to inhale, open up. Now here I'm going to trick you even more. One time. You're going to root down through that knee down, and you're going to open all the way up. Okay, from here, we're going to extend over that extended leg. Good, for 3 and 2. Inhale all the way back up. Bring your hands down to prayer, all the way back down. Good. If you need a little down dog here to kind of just find neutral, go for it. Otherwise, a cat and cow is fine. Good. Exhale, release. I'm going to bring that left hand down right below the face. Inhale, open up. Little circles here. And then exhale the opposite direction. Inhale, nice and big. Good. You're going to thread all the way through. So move that left hand out of the way. Place the right temple down. I'm sorry. Yeah, right temple. And then keep that left hand there for support. Or you can bring the hand overhead. You can bring it to the low back. And just hang out here. For 3 and 2. As you inhale, bring it back down. Now keep that hand, that left hand, nice and planted. You're going to unwind, come back to tabletop. Kickstand that left foot off the mat. Your right foot is going to come behind you on the mat, and then you inhale, open up. So again, I'm going to face you just so you can see. You're going to open up, right? It's kind of like a modified Vashisthasana, modified side plank. You can open that leg out. You can bring the hand overhead, so you're stretching in both directions. As you inhale, you might even bend the knee. And if you can grab that foot behind you and open up. Otherwise, you're just staying where you were, right? 3 and 2. As you inhale, let's come back. And then exhale. What the heck did I do? Root down, lift all the way up. I was like, I know I didn't come out yet. All the way up. Right, so we're down on that knee, but the shin. And I want you to start to lift the belly in and up, right? So you're not so much pressure on the knee. You're kind of lifting in and up. Inhale. Good, for 2. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. Okay, release that. Go ahead and wiggle it out or come back to your down dog one more time. From here, you can stay in down dog, or you can come through one more vinyasa flow, forward into high plank, drop the knees if you need to, lower down. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the belly, lift the knees, and then carefully come all the way back to tabletop. We're going to come right down onto seated. Awesome. Okay. So coming back to your seat. Okay, we're going to just come and do some simple twists here. So we're going to inhale the arms up. Exhale right down through heart center. Do it one more time. Inhale the arms up. Exhale heart center. Right? Inhale arms up. And as you exhale this time, you're going to place the left hand behind you, right hand in front of you. So I'm just modifying because I have my disc issues, so you can bring one hand to the knee. If you want to twist deeper, you can bring it to the opposite knee. Right? You're just, again, twisting around that light, around that spine, around the muscles, around the fascia. Let the heart turn, right? Hips to heart. Let the eyes follow what the heart does. Last one. And as you inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, twist again to the other side. So modifying on pillows or your kids' toys like I was talking about earlier, or boxes that you have. 2. Inhale. Come all the way up. Good. Exhale, release. So finally here, we'll do one more thing before we come down. I want you to extend that left foot, okay? We're gonna, from here, for purposes of this, now the past 2 days we've done some Janu Shirshasana things. I want to make it a little different today. We're gonna put the what is this? An ankle right in the middle of the thigh, okay? This is from Swarupa Yoga. If you ever need yoga for the back, it's an incredible practice, very restorative practice. And the alignment of this practice is bone right in the middle of the other bone. So go ahead and take some pillows if you need some support under that knee. And from here, you're just gonna hang out here, or under this ankle for that matter, if that's a little cranky for you, right? So from here, you're gonna inhale, lift. And from here, if you have a fine back, you're just gonna fold forward, right? For me, I'm just gonna stay and stretch. So I'm gonna reach through the heel. I can feel a deep, deep stretch in my right glute here, right? So this is fine. Reaching down through the sit bone, reaching tall through the top of the head. 3. And 2. Good. As you inhale, bring it all the way out. Hands can come back as you shake out the legs. And exhale to the other side. So go ahead and switch your blankets up, or if you like, your pillows. And so you're going to bring that ankle, again, right in line with the bone, the thigh, right? So right above the knee. So again, you decide, root down. I want you to lift through the belly real strong, right? Like squeeze everything in. Inhale, lift all the way. Some of you will fold forward. You might go forward all the way. The rest of us are going to drop our hands and just stay. Reach through that heel. There's so much that we can feel if we just root down through the sit bones and lift tall through the spine and engage the feet, right? Engage the heel. So good. And as you inhale, release that. Awesome. One more thing here before we come down. I want you to bring all the blankets and props down as if you're going to come and lie down on them, because we are in a moment. And then bring yourself into Baddha Konasana again. Get out of my way, pillow. Baddha Konasana again, right? So I'm just using props to make sure my back doesn't tweak out. So I'm holding props behind us. So just notice when the feet come together, they can be way out here. They can be totally in. Doesn't really matter. Whatever's good for you. You can hold on to your shins. Some of you are flexible enough. You're going to bring the thumbs right into the feet and open up the feet. I'm just going to use some props in the back here so I can open my heart a little more. Inhale. Good. I want you to start to lift through the belly, so your spine should be nice and tall. Your sit bones should be rooted. The head lifts nice and tall. Lift through the belly. 2 more breaths here. Good. And as you inhale, go ahead, lift, back up. Bring the hands behind you. Go ahead and bring the knees together. You're going to separate the feet and just rock side to side. Side to side, side to side. Okay. So go ahead and take your pillows again. You're going to set them up like we did at the beginning. Okay. I'm just going to get rid of them and use my bolster because I have it. So why not? Okay. Now I'm going to show you something very cool, actually. Are you ready for this? You can come down and lie on the bolster like that. Or you can take your pillows, or if you have these blocks, you're actually going to put it underneath that way. I'll show you the pillows. You just rock them right underneath here. Yeah. And you're just going to like make this little prop thing. Okay. Now for your strap or scarf, let me see if I get this right. I tried to do this earlier and it was an epic fail, but we'll see if it happens. No, I can't do it on the fly. I'll do it tomorrow. Or I'll think of how to tie this and wrap it around. And I'll do it tomorrow. I don't want to get anxious while I'm doing this. All right. So you're going to bring your hips to the bolster and just roll back here. Now your feet can be where they are. I like to separate them again into that Baddha Konasana, Supta Baddha Konasana situation, and just start to open up. Isn't this lovely? So your shoulders are going to be really relaxed, okay? And again, if you don't have any of this, if you're not like at the angle that I am, even if you're flat, but you're lifted up on something, then that's fine. If you're not, if you're totally flat on your mat, this is fine too. Just bring your feet together and open up your hips and let gravity do its thing, okay? So this is where we're going to take Shavasana, or you're just going to spend a few moments here, and then you can come out at your leisure into your Shavasana, which is back down, laying flat, okay? So we're just going to be here for a few moments, and then stay till the end so you can get the full effect, and you'll hear my voice to take you out of your practice, okay? So go ahead here. I want you to take a deep breath in. Exhale, release. Feel that white light coming in through the top of your head. Inhale. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Let the feet just kind of hug each other, kiss each other, right? Let all that energy come in. If you need any more props under your knees, go for it. Let your mantra, your affirmation come into your ears. I am peace. I am safe. I am health. I am strong. I am a fighter. Whatever it is, let it ring in your ears for the next few moments. Start to deepen your breath. Moving eyes in their sockets left and right. Moving ears, toes, and fingers. And then start to roll over to one side, off your bolster if you're still there. Start to roll up to seated, facing front, eyes closed, hands together at the heart. We'll end together on one sound of peace, one single Om, listening and letting it vibrate or joining in. Inhale. Let all beings know peace. Let all beings know love. Let the light in me shine to the light in each of you. Om Shanti, so much peace. And Namaste. I wanted to just read one little quote from you, from Rumi. Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. And so this reminds me, it's so true, because when we have something that's hard to hear or live with, you know, I see it all the time. I work with so many people, and half of the people somehow find graciousness, and half of the people sometimes find victimhood. And we've all been there in different phases of our life. So your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. Thank you so much for practicing with me tonight. We're going to be here again live tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. and then again tomorrow night at 9. Thank you so much for your support and your donations. It helps me a lot during this time. And I just welcome you here, no matter if you can or not. Thank you so much for being here and working on your practice. Have an awesome night, guys.